Thanks a lot, Barbara. You look really hot today, by the way. This thing's so heavy. So, we heard that you guys love Cyberpunk. So we have enabled Cyberpunk to run only on the 4060 and 4060 Ti. So this is the only video game you guys will be able to play now from here on out. I know it's an amazing feature. It's pretty much the Nvidia feature of the year. And we've been working really hard to get this game just to run on the 4060 and 4060 Ti.
This is going to be a real short one, guys. Also, I may or may not have trained Jensen on voice.ai. It needs a little work, but it is there if you want to use it. So for starters, I didn't even really want to cover any of the 4060 launch at all, just because I'm kind of becoming a little bit jaded like the rest of the tech industry with the 40 series launch. But I am touching on this one situation that just happened, which is the Cyberpunk benchmark. I just think it's kind of ridiculous that Nvidia has been pulling these marketing schemes with like almost every single card that has come out within the 40 series. You had the 4080 that turned into the 4070 Ti. You have the 4060 Ti that has now a 16 gigabyte option. We had the 4090 with the melting connectors, which isn't really a marketing scheme, but what they did is they used Gamers Nexus, who I love Gamers Nexus, but they took their one video and used that as evidence that there's no other problems, it's all user problems. And now we're coming to the RTX 4060 coming out. Doesn't even look that bad, all things considered. For $300, you're getting quite a bit other than that memory bus. But the fact that they cherry-picked that one game and let big channels like Jay come out and do a review, basically, like a quick little review on the card, is gonna trick probably a few people into thinking that it's great value, which is exactly the marketing tactic that Nvidia is trying to pull here. Now, luckily, Jay, Daniel, Owen, all the reputable channels that do tons of benchmarks, Hardware Unboxed, they pretty much called that out right away for the most part, so it's not like they're really tricking anyone. I think Nvidia's plan, again, backfired a little bit. Not to say that they weren't giving it a good reception at all, but it's an obvious tactic and people don't need that right now. Something else that I thought was pretty interesting was the sudden change of the release date. They originally planned to launch this card in July and they changed it to June 29th, which is only a few days away. Now there's been some speculation that maybe AMD has something coming out to compete with it, but in my personal opinion, that doesn't really make sense. They already launched the 7600. I actually think that they're just trying to get ahead of the summer, and a lot of the sales in the summer start to slow down due to people literally just going outside and doing other things. So that's a possibility. And then in my own personal opinion, I have noticed a lot of tech channels kind of pumping older AMD hardware, such as the 6700 non-XT and the 6700 XT. And those cards I think are going to perform really close to the 4060 non-Ti. So if you want my opinion, just literally wait until the launch day and check all the benchmarks before going out and buying one of these. Don't just believe that 20% at face value. It's hard to tell. It could scale really bad in one game. We could have a situation where the 3060 matches it just like the 4060 Ti and 3060 Ti. You just have to wait and see. I wish Nvidia would stop villainizing themselves. But anyways, that's pretty much it for this video. I do want to mention too, I have a 980 Ti in 2023 video coming out. I'll have a benchmark video coming out pretty soon. It's actually going to be a little bit of a different style than my other videos on the channel. So if you're new here, check it out. I think you'll like it. All right, guys, do all those YouTube things if you want to. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.